what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Legacy Titan Class CYBERTRON Metroplex. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. As you can see, it's a very large box for a very large box, but you can see some lovely artwork here of Metroplex, Transformers Legacy Transformers. He is having the worst day ever. Kickback is like, nah, I'm good. He is a Titan Class, a Class A Titan, a Titan Class A, and a Class Titan. Up top, Transformers Legacy, some obligatory product shots. On the bottom, words, things, barcodes. On this side of the box, we have the lovely Legacy artwork. On the other side of the box, we have Metroplex in his work mode. And on the back, we have some more obligatory product shots, this and that, and things and stuff. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have CYBERTRON Metroplex, our Titan for this Legacy line, and he is a big boy, a big boy. He's a Titan, so he's supposed to be. But let's get in close here so we can take a look not at his Metro crotch, but at the Metro noggin. There's the Metro noggin. Nicely done head sculpt here. Kind of a pale gold there for the face, red for the eyes. You have some transparent plastic in there as well. Got the blue in there, nice bright vibrant blue. Love that blue, it just pops. And you got some gold in the chest, some red. Autobot symbols there on either shoulder. Lots of molded detail here in the shoulders. His crotch totally looks like Wheelie from Revenge of the Fallen, doesn't it? It kind of does. It does. It can go. That's that. Anyway, lots of molded detail here. You got some gunmetal gray as well. Some molded in treads. His big old hands. And some nice red, white, and blue. Some gray in there as well. His big old feet. He does have some big old feet with some big old heels. And moving up the back, not too much to talk about. The Metro booty. He's got this little kind of backpack dealy thing going on here. You know, you can leave this up if you want to, but then it kind of sticks up over his head, and that's as far as you can kind of compress it to get it out of the way. It's just, that's pretty much all you can do to kind of get that out of the way. You got some guns back here. But all in all, he looks quite good in my opinion. And now, articulation-wise, the head can rotate, can do a full 360. You have multiple joints to work with here in the neck. You got a double joint in here, so you can totally look up and do Metro Squirrel. You can look down, again, 360 degrees of movement. Lots of ratchets in this dude. Shoulders, can do a full 360. You have two separate shoulder joints. You have this joint right here. That can move in and out. You also have this joint here, which is more for transformation, but you can use that for posing also, if you need to. You do have ratcheted bicep rotation. We're going to move on down here. And we have 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. You do have ratcheted forearm rotation. You have wrist rotation. The hands can open and close. The thumb is just on a hinge that moves up and down, and the fingers can open and close. You do have waist rotation. It's on a soft ratchet, and due to transformation, he does have an ab crunch, which is quite nice. And this little crotch panel here, the wheelie face, can move up out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can move forward that far, back. Oh, that far. Actually, a little more than that due to transformation. Some stiff ratchets, too. Outward. What can he do? He can do the full splits and then some. You got thigh rotation. Knee joint. You get 90 degrees of bend there. You can use that joint also and break his legs. Hey, things you can do if you want to do it. Up as far as the feet go. Oh, you also have a joint right here as far as the feet go. You can move the feet up and down. You have ankle tiltage. You have rotation. And you even have these sections here that can move down. This can move up. Lots of things that move on this guy and lots of loud ratchets. Oh, and one more extra bit of articulation I forgot to show off is his mouth can open and close, so he can go, "Byeeeer!" Now, as far as accessories go, he does include just one, but it's a big one. It's his Spark Drinker shovel axe, which looks quite cool. Getting close here so you can take a look at the details. Lots of molded detail going on here. Some nice gold. You get some red, some silver. You get some white in here as well. You got these sections done in gold. You got the big shovel section here with some bits picked out in silver. Quite cool. Can spin, make a lot of noise. The handle here can rotate, and it's also on a ratchet of its own. Everything has ratchets, and this section can move also. That section can move also on a ratchet, and the shovel can open and close. And of course, we can have Metroplex wielding his mighty weapon. We can just bring him forth, and it's the usual tab in the slot of the palm method of weapon holding. And it can be a little bit of a chore to get it in his hand just because the thumb kind of gets in the way, but once you get in there, wrap his fingers around, there you go. And it's a pretty big weapon. It's pretty much as big as he is, as you can see here. It's quite the sizable weapon. There is also the secondary handle right here, so you can have him holding it with two hands if you want to. Things you can do if you want to do it. And you can also store his weapon on his back using these two clip points right here. And there's a clip right here and a slot here. So you just line all that up and just pop that in like so. You can angle it if you want to. This section rotates, so if you want to have it angled, you can do so. So again, things you can do if you want to do it. Hooray for storage. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with the Siege, CYBERTRON Prime. He's a little guy. With Combiner Wars Devastator. With Scorponok. Keep in mind, mine does have the DNA kit on him, so it does make him a bit taller. Here he is with Omega Supreme. With Triptychon. With the Arc. And how does Metroplex scale with Metroplex? Here's how Metroplex scales with Metroplex. He almost dropped this gun, how dare you. And last but not least, here he is with the original CYBERTRON Metroplex. Is it precious? I'm calling it precious. Oh, so precious. So, there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode. Well, this robot mode anyway, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's! So now we're going to get him into his work mode, and to do that, we're going to start off by opening up the forearms here. Just take the hand and flip it in, and close that back up. Make sure that tab lines up there so it can all close off. There we go. Same thing the other side, just open that up, flip the hand in, and close that up, like so. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, going to come to the back. These sections here, you're going to bring back and then bring these sections in. They will tab in, like so. And once you have done that, we're going to come up here to the front. You're going to bring up this whole chest section here. Just untab it. Take this panel, flip that in. And now you want to take the upper torso here, the chest, and just rotate all of this down like so. So once we have done that, now we're going to bring this all the way up. You want to bring this gun down just for clearance. You can swing this around to the other side like that. Bring that back up. And then this chest piece will just come down just like so. Now this piece, you want to make sure the angle part is on the back. So once we have done that, we need to work on his noggin, the nodular region. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the guns... Oh, I always forget how to do this. bring them forward like that. So you can then bring this up, untab it, and then swing this back, and then you just want to clip this together behind his new head, and that will cover up that face. The instructions tell you to slide the head forward. You can slide it forward, leave it back, whatever works best for you, whatever looks best to you. I actually leave it back because I think it just looks a little bit better. I think that's a little too forward for it to be sitting, but again, it's yours. Do what you want. But we got that done right there. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to undo these shoulder pieces here. That will allow us to take this whole shoulder assembly and rotate it forward. See it better here, just untab it and rotate all of this forward and push it down, and it will snap into place like so. Now you can close this panel back up. That will snap into place. So that reorients the shoulders, and you just rotate this down like that. You bring the forearm forward and rotate it 180, and there you have that side all done. Second verse is just like the first. Again, you want to shift this entire shoulder assembly forward, push that down to tab it in, close that up, and bring that down, bring that around, rotate it, and we have the upper body pretty much all situated and ready to go. So now we will move on to the legs. So what we're going to do with the legs here is we're going to bend them up at this joint here. Just bend them up to 90 degrees and then unclip this section here. Fold that under, bring the foot up as well, and compress that all up like that. Now you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Second verse clicks as much as the first. And bring that all up. And now he's all short now. He's a shorty. He went from a tallie to a shorty. So there we have that. And now we want to bring in his weapon here. We're going to split it in half. It just connects via clips. Now one complaint I do have is that these clips are not super strong. It's pretty easy to just unlatch this. That could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I don't know. It just annoys me a little bit. That's a little too easy to undo that. But anyway, undo that. You want to take this handle here and just rotate that up so it's sitting flush, and this will connect onto this arm like so. Then you're going to take the claw. You're scared of the claw. You're scared of the claw. Take this white section, just flip that around, and angle that however you want. This will clip on to the other side, like so. And there you go. There you have Metroplex in his work mode. And he is ready to get in that work. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he really, really is. That's pretty cool. I can work with it. Very in keeping with the work mode from the original figure here. Of course, now we have like the weapons here as his hands. On this side, you have these joints here. So you can do what you want. Angle that up and down. So you have some articulation there. Of course, you got all that going on. Oh no, pretty cool. And we can get in close here so we can take a look at this new head sculpt, which is quite cool in my opinion. I like it. Nice little redesign there. I like it. I can work with it. I dig it. I dig it. And something to note here is that in work mode on either shoulder, you do have your traditional Minicon ports. So if you have, say, the original CYBERTRON Metroplex's Minicon, guess what? You can plug in right there, like so. Hooray! And for comparison, here he is with the Siege CYBERTRON Prime. I have the DNA kit on mine, so he's a little bit taller. And here he is with the original CYBERTRON Metroplex in his work mode, just so you can see how that works out. And yes, it's precious. Oh, so precious. So that is basically it for the work mode. So let's get down to transformation again, shall we? Let's. So first thing we need to do is to rip off the weapons here, just pop those off and put those off to the side. And now we shall commence. So first thing you want to do is take these arms and just rotate them back like so. Just rotate that back. You want to raise this up and swing this around to the other side. Now you're going to take this whole chest assembly here and it will tuck under, and then you just bring all of this down and that will sit there like so. So once you have done that, we can work on the legs here. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring the feet back like so, and you want to bring these hips up as far as they will go to where they sit flush against this piece right here. And you also want to extend this knee basically to about there. You may have to adjust it once you get into position, but that's roundabouts where you want it to go, so everything will sit where it's supposed to sit. Oh, work with me, man, work with me! There you go. So you want things pretty much sitting like that. So do the same thing on the other side. He's big, he's heavy. Oh, don't pinch the fingers. Don't do that. There we go. Bring that up, extend, and again, just bring all that up right there. And that should sit pretty much like so. Again, you'll have to adjust. That's roundabouts where you want everything sitting. And once we're here, you want to open up these sections again, and you want to shift the shoulder back to its original position. Right here, again, clip that into place. Once you've done that, make sure that everything is square. Make sure that elbow is at 90 degrees, and bring the arm down like so, and then you're going to rotate the shoulder out on that hinge there, and then rotate the forearm back in, and you have a tab that will go up into a slot right under here. So just line that up, and that should just drop right in. You can angle those guns how you want. And you got that side all done. Second verse is just like the first. So again, you're going to open up this panel. You want to swing this whole shoulder assembly back. Make sure that snaps into place. Just square everything off with the arms. Bring that down. Rotate that back. Swing this in. And tab that under like so. So once you have done that, these sections here, if they haven't, actually did it for me, but there are clips right here for these black sections. They should just drop right down, clip in, and that keeps all that secured in place. And a couple more things to do here. You want to come under the feet and, oops, you want to, actually don't want to tab them together just yet, because first we need to flip out these treads. Flip those out, they will lock into place. Flippity flip, flippity flip. Then you want to tab all that together like so. Flip him back over. This section here, you want to rotate that around. Again, you want this angled piece facing back. And last thing we're going to do is take this section. It will plug in to the back. Get that lined up, plug it in. Take the big old claw, big old shovel, that will plug into the front. Angle these up however you want. Angle that however you want. And there you go. There you have CYBERTRON Metroplex in his alt mode. I tried. It just, that wasn't happening. That just wasn't happening. But there he is in his alt mode. And it's basically just Metroplex in a weird yoga pose, but that's pretty much what the original toy did. So hey, it works. It works perfectly for this version of Metroplex. Now, as far as articulation goes in this mode, we can bring him forward here. These sections can raise and lower. These sections can also detach. like that. I don't know, become ramps or something? Don't know, but they're things that move. If you need them to move, they move. Hey, why not? You also have, right up here on either side of these sections here, you do have these panels that fold down, and they are ramp connectors. So you can totally hook this guy up with your other base formers if you want to, which is quite a cool little feature. If we move up top here, this whole section can rotate. Again, you have all these joints here. Again, this is a little too easy to unclip, which annoys me, but you can move that up, move that down, and do what you want there. Chompa, chompa, chompa. All that good stuff right there. These guns can move up and down. You do have these little openings right here, so if you want, you can take, you know, maybe one of your core class figures can hang out there. I don't know. Maybe that's a little too big, but hey, we can take drill bit. Drill bit actually fits in there pretty perfectly. So that works out. Again, things you can do if you want to do it. And there are also 5mm ports all over this guy. You can plug weaponizers, fossilizers, whatever you want to do. You even have some points up here to plug things onto, so you can totally load Metroplex up with weaponry. Even these sections up here have 5mm ports, so you can totally load this guy up with weapons if you want to. And he also has wheels, so he can roll like rolling things should. Hooray, hooray for rolling. And for comparison, here he is again with the Siege Cybertron Prime. And here he is with the original Cybertron Metroplex, because it's precious. Oh, so precious. So, there you go. So there you have Metroplex, and yeah, a nicely done Titan in my opinion. I honestly really like him. Does he have all of the gimmicks that the original figure had? No. Do I miss it? No, because it's 2022, and I know we don't get these features with these figures anymore, so I don't know why anyone is still surprised at this point. But what it does do, it does well in my opinion. The only thing that annoys me a bit is how easy it is to disengage the weapons. Those clips there, just, you know, I would like for them to be just a little bit more snug, but that's my only one complaint. And it's really more of a nitpick, but all in all though, I think he is very cool. Happy to see Cybertron getting some more love, so there you go. Now, if you would like this or any other Legacy figures, you can check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out the Legacy playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Transformers Legacy Titan Class Cybertron Metroplex, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Oh, hey, Metroplex. It's good to finally see you. Oi, Metroplex heeds the call of the last Primady. Wait, why are you talking like that? Oi, your voice sounds funny. Why are you talking like that? You don't sound like yourself.